Saturn, the karmic planet. Saturn on third house from posited house, how it gives influence or how it will give impact on the native's life. Native's struggle is there on the third house from posited house. Generally, this can be recovered by hard working, by dedication to the work, by discipline, by responsibility bearing ability, and last one is the resilience. Resilience means the native should acquire the competence. Native should be confident to do the work. Native should have good connection with the different machine, different parts, different person. Good connection should be there. And character and how much it contribute to the others, the contributions. And the copying manner, how he copied the different thing, the ability is there or not. And the controlling power. The work should be controlled by the native. This is very important. This is in the resilience. So these are an important point. Now today's discussion we are only giving importance on the Saturn and third house from Saturn, how it gives the struggle, obstacle, stress, and how can we recover from it. Not only the third house dispositor is also important, where it is placed. From that place also struggle may come. Sometimes the positive planet also help in the struggle, and sometimes it is also giving some kinds of obstacle or hardship. So that to be discussed from first house to 12th house. This topic is third house from Saturn. That gives the struggle, after struggle, prosperity will come to the native. First house to 12th house, how Saturn gives influence, that will be discussed. Now, for any type of consultation, mobile number is 9932 302258. Again, 9932 302258. Another number 8617836580. Now coming to the actual discussion, the first chart. Here in the first chart, what happens? Saturn is placed here. Saturn, when placed, it is the karmic planet, have three important aspects. RISHI. First, third aspect on the third house from posited house. Seventh aspect, the seventh house from the posited house. And 10th aspect from, it is the 10th house from the posited house. Today we are not discussing about the 7th aspect or 10th aspect. We are thinking about third house from the Saturn, how it gives the obstacles, stress, how the native overcome the deeds there, how the stressful life maybe get some comfort by hard working, dedication, discipline, resilience, responsibility. So this is our discussions. That means we are generally here, we'll discuss, suppose Saturn is posited in the first house. Then what will be the effect on the third house? This is our main discussions. Now suppose Saturn first house posited, it also gives some stress on the first house. And third house, why stress is coming? Actually, Saturn third aspect is coming here with. Third aspect mean actually it is courage, it is communications, it is skill, it is the willpower. But here in this third house, actually the lordship goes to Kalpurusha Kundali, it is Mercury, Buddhadev, and also the significating house of Mars, Mangaldev. So here the obstacle is there in the third house. Third house is a sibling. The obstacle may come from the sibling also. The brothers, sisters, all are siblings. So native third house, native have to fight with the so much obstacle here. Obstacle always resist. Native will be a creative person. Third house is the creations, but obstacle is there to make it more positive. Native will get the destiny. Suppose native may be a great footballer, or great cricketer, or great painter, or great writer. In everywhere, native have some obstacle during his work. That obstacle comes from the third aspect of the Saturn. If on that house, third aspect is coming, native generally having some hardship, and generally native have some stress in mind. That to be overcome by the resilience, that means competition, competence, confidence, connections, character, contribution, copying ability, and controlling ability. By this, native have to control that particular life event. That means position of Saturn is first house, but challenge is coming on the third house. Why third house challenging? Third aspect of Saturn is coming. Now, if there is any kind of afflictions, then the obstacle will be may get more pronounced. Native cannot control it. Native cannot make confidence to overcome that by hard working also. But if there is no affliction, native easily cross the obstacle and maybe a great creative persons. Now, second house Saturn is posited. And third aspect, first, second, third on the fourth house. Fourth house is what? It is Sukhasthan, Bandhusthan, Matrishthan. Mother care is there. Comfort, luxury, vehicles, all are there. Now, Saturn third aspect coming here with. Third aspect mean obstacle. Third aspect mean hardship. Third aspect mean there is so much responsibility. Third aspect mean so much confidence or competency is needed. So in this case, when third house Saturn gives the aspect, so native have to make so much struggle to get the result, to recover mother, or to get mother care, mother cordial nature. Native have to make so much responsibility. That means resilience. Native should be competent. Native should be having confidence. Native should have connection with the mother or in the family. Native should have good character. Native should have good contribution to the society. Native have the ability to communications and control the event. Then and then only native can success. So here when the from second house, third aspect coming to the fourth house, this is very problematic. Fourth house is the mother house. It is the liquid money. All will be under the obstacle when third aspect of Saturn is coming, hardship is coming. To recover from that, native have to have confidence in mind. This challenge, I can accept it. So in every phase, challenge Saturn is giving. When the native can accept it and by hard working, dedication, discipline, resilience, native overcome it, native get the prosperity. Then another point is that here should not be any afflictions on the fourth house. Saturn aspect is coming. If suppose here Jupiter posited in 12th house, give the fifth aspect here with, then the native hardship will be minimized. Or suppose Venus posited in 10th house, giving aspect on the 4th house, then also the hardship may be minimized. So benefic planet when aspect there, that effect minimized. Another point is that in the chart Rahu should be very strong. Second house Saturn giving the aspect on the 4th house. If Rahu is posited in 3rd house or 6th house or 11th house, the native easily can toss over the obstacle. So Rahu's position is another important for getting the blessings of Saturn. Now coming to the 5th house, that means Saturn is posited in 3rd house, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Saturn when posited in 3rd house, the 3rd aspect coming to the 3rd, 4th, 5th house. Now 5th house is our knowledge, our creative power, progeny, children, wealth, speculation type of business, entertainment, wealth, all are there. But from 3rd house, if Saturn's 3rd aspect coming, in every work there will be hurdles. In every work there will be hardship. In every work there will be so much troubles that needs so much hard work, laborious process. So in this field, if native success to overcoming the hardship coming, that is the 3rd aspect of Saturn on the 5th house, then by native's competency, by native's confidence, by native's contribution, connection, character, if the native apply this, the hardship may be removed, native may success in this life. In that case, native will be a great creative person, may be a celebrity actor, may be a celebrity athletics, may be a celebrity singer. But only that case is that 3rd aspect, the hardship is coming, that to be recovered. Then and then only native would do that thing. This is the main point. Another thing is that 3rd aspect is coming from the 5th house. 5th house should be free from any other papkattari or other things. Then that will be more complicated, more hurdles, more struggle will be theirs. So when the native have competence, native have confidence, native have contribution, native have character, strong character, native have controlling power, then native no doubt cross the hurdles and native would get success. After hurdles, Saturn gave the blessing for prosperity. Native will be a great celebrity after so much hard working, responsibility bearing ability, all are there. Then native would success. Now when Saturn in the 4th house, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 6th house is 3rd aspect is coming, challenge coming on the 6th house. What is the challenge of 6th house? It is the house of litigations, it is house of competitions, it is house of rogue, ring, repo, disease, enemy, loan, all are there. So all that factors of 6th house will stand behind, in front of the man, in front of the native to make the obstacle. So native have to crack the competitive examinations. How it is possible? Only hard working, dedication, discipline, and the competence within the native, confidence within the native, native's character, native's connection power, native's controlling power. Then only then native crack the competitive examinations. Native may be a lawyer, so litigation process may be solved. Native may be a great surgeon, so the disease may overcome. A native by his own wealth or prosperity, native can repay the loan. So this is very important. Saturn in the fourth house, giving third aspect in the sixth house. Sixth house related matters, all will be under hardship when Saturn is posited in fourth house. That will have to be covered. That means natives, so much struggle will be there on sixth house related matters. Not only that, what happens sometimes, suppose fourth house Saturn is posited and sixth house aspecting coming, sixth house is the challenge. The sixth house Lord, how it is posited in the chart? Suppose sixth house Lord is exalted in 10th house, okay, and free from any afflictions. But if the sixth house Lord also in problem, the natives' struggle will be more prominent. Native have to face more struggle. That means the dispositor planet should be strongly posited in the chart. Not only that, sometimes what happens in fourth house, suppose Saturn is posited and planet like Jupiter posited in the sixth house. So Jupiter may help the native, no doubt, but in some cases where the Jupiter giving his aspect, there is some problematic nature may be coming. That means suppose Jupiter here posited, it is the lordship of 12th house. So 12th house is expense. So that hardship also coming to the native. That is also to be analyzed properly. Now Saturn coming to the fifth house, aspect coming to the seventh house. What happens? Saturn posited in fifth house, struggle gives in the seventh house. Suppose the native have love, romance, etc. And seventh house is marriage. So much hurdles prior to marriage. Only 10 to 20% are succeeded. All are in the fifth house Saturn, in the house of love and romance, not get the proper blessing of Saturn. Now what happens? The challenge is in the seventh house, that means business, partnership, name, fame. It is 10 from 10th, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. So name and fame is there, that will be also under obstacles. Name and fame native may not get. So marriage, there is the love marriage, there may be problem. And also in the business, hardship will be there. So in this case, if the native is hard worker, native having the power to take the responsibility, native have the resilience, that means competence, confidence, character, contribution, control over, all are there, then native would get success. But here the obstacle will be there. General obstacles, and the Saturn makes the obstacle on the third house, that to be keep in mind. If native can cross over the obstacle, Saturn gives the blessings. After hard work, after dedication, discipline, when native overcome the hurdles there and success in doing the work, Saturn gives the blessings. That means prosperity will be coming to the native. Native marriage life will be happier when all the obstacles that is coming from the Saturn is overcome by hardworking, dedication, discipline, resilience, etc. Now, suppose Saturn is posited in sixth house, then Third aspect coming to the 8th house. Here is many problem. Some charts is there where 6th house Saturn is posited. It is in our text, it is given that a malefic planet in 3rd house, 6th house, 10th house, 11th house, Upachaya Bhav, giving good results. But here is so much stress when Saturn is posited in 6th house, giving on the 8th house, transformation may be very difficult. From poorness to rich, it is the life or the transformation of the 8th house is too much hindered by the third aspect of Saturn. So native should have to acquire competence, confidence, character, connections, controlling power, copying power, 7 C's of resilience. The native have to be acquired here to overcome the third aspect of challenge. 6th house posited Saturn gives challenge on the 8th house. Native may have chronic disease for so many years. Here it is the house of disease, chronic disease also. The longevity also. The native may live for long life, but having some chronic disease that may be there. It is the 8th house is the significant house of Ketu and Saturn. But it is the house of transformation, it is the house of occult, it is the house of astrology, it is the house of hidden journey, hidden work, inheritance, all are there. So in all cases, to get the inheritance property easily, not so easier. Saturn makes here litigations. So to overcome the litigation, native have to be knowledge of a lawyer, and native should be more acquainted with laws than others. Native have to take help from the others. So this is their problem. So 6th house Saturn when gives third aspect on 8th house, yes, it gives a maximum challenge. This challenge is mainly to transformations from rock to heaven. It is not so easier. It is very much tough. After so many years and so many struggles, bearing so much responsibility, then native would get success. So prosperity will come at the end when all work has been done properly by the native, by its competency, by its confidence. Now Saturn is posited in 7th house. Then its third aspect coming to the 9th house. 9th house is house of religion, house of teacher, house of father, house of higher learning, house of distance journey, all are there. Saturn gives obstacle here with. Then in every case, native get obstacles. Father may not give the proper helping. Teacher may not support him. Going to his character of the native have to build his strong character. So here for going to distance journey, different countries for higher educations, father help is necessary, monetary help is necessary, deep learning is necessary. All will be make challenge from third house Saturn. In every case, Saturn makes the obstacle. So native have to overcome each type of professional problem with dignity, with hard work, with responsibility. When native overcome all this, that means respect to the fathers, fathers gives him blessings, respect to the teacher, teacher giving the blessing, that means character building is there. Connection with the different institutions, communication should be strong, and controlling power of himself or herself to make the life journey smooth, not to be deviated, not to in indulgence. Then and then only would be success. Native will be get education, native take education from different university, that may be professional, that may be general, that may be other. All cases native would be success. Here, the house of fortune, native will be fortunate, but to get the fortune, native have to make struggle. So many stress will become, so many hardship will become, all will be challenged. Native take the challenge by his competence, and after all, he is success. Now, Saturn on the 8th house. 8, 9, 10. 10th house, the challenge is coming. Going to the 8th house posited Saturn. In this case, 10th house challenge for professions, challenge for any kind of karma, name and fame. That may be business, that may be creative work, that may be talented work. In every year, the Saturn gives the challenge. So native have too much hard work to overcome the hardship. Native have too much responsibility bearing ability. Native have too much dedication for the work. Native should be very disciplined in this year. Then only then native can overcome the obstacle coming from the Saturn. 8th house posited Saturn gives the challenge on 10th house. Not only that, we have to see the dispositor of that house. It is the Kalpurusha Kundali, so Saturn itself posited here, no problem. But if any other Lagna, so this number will be changed. So that planet where posited, it is exalted own sign or friend sign, that will be theirs. And the posited planet also makes the role. Suppose Mars is posited here with Mars 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, in the Lagna also giving the 4th aspect. So that is to be checked properly. Which planet is posited there with. Now in the 10th house, when Saturn aspect is coming, if it is Kalpurusha Kundali, that house lordship goes to Saturn, that can be some extent minimized. But if it is another house, another Lagna, there will be very much problem, very much stress or obstacle is there. So 10th house significations not only for the professions, it is the mother-in-law house, it is the, with respect to mother, it is the father's house. In all area, their blessings may not be there. So native have to be strong in character, strong in competence, strong in confidence, strong in connection, strong in controlling ability. When there is no papkatari, the native can success at the end and prosperity will come. Now Saturn come to the 9th house. 9, 10, 11th. 11th house, the aspect is coming, makes the challenge. 11th house, the challenge coming from the Saturn. 11th house is the gain, success, profit, fulfillment of desire. In all area, Saturn makes a problem. So native generally have to do more hard work. Native have to do more discipline like lead. Native have to be more connected with the elder brother, elder sisters or social circle. So all the signification of 11th house, Saturn makes the obstacle, and that to be recovered by the struggle of the native. And already we explain it, the dispositor of this house is also important, why it is posited, and the planet which is posited here with, that is also important. Now Saturn posited in 9th house. If here Jupiter is posited, so Jupiter here is the significant house of the 11th house, so minimize the effect. Or Jupiter is posited in 7th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th aspect coming here with. So Jupiter 5th aspect from 7th house also minimize the struggle, also minimize the hardship. That is also to be kept in mind. That means prosperity, no doubt native will get, but so much laborious work, for so many years or so many days have to be performed for getting the desired results. And that house should be free from Paptattari or malefic conjunction and malefic aspect. Now Saturn come to the 10th house. From 10th house it is 10, 11, 12. Challenge is there in the 12th house. 12th house is the connection with the foreign lands, connection with the spiritual journey, that is hospitalization, jail, that is the Vidhashram, all are there. In that case, what happens? Native have to get challenged by the Saturn. So here will be struggles. Native have to use his knowledge, and natives have to use his knowledge not to be addicted in. It is the house of addiction also. Native have to be devoid of any kind of addictions and use his knowledge. Native may be also in social research work. Native would get success and get the spiritual path. Saturn, no doubt, from 10th house, obstacle is there. So many hard hurdles will be there, but that to be recovered as we earlier, hard working, dedication, discipline, resilience, all are have to take into account. And 12th house, generally a hardship is there, but that to be recovered by the knowledge, intelligence of the native, and also the connection with the society. So this is the 10th house, Saturn posited, giving third aspect on 12th house. Now Saturn posited in 11th house, then 11, 12, first house. In the Lagna, the third aspect is coming. So body strength is challenged, native self-deed is challenged, native self-expression is challenged, native charisma is challenged, native appearance, glamour will be challenged. In all cases, native have to recover it by hard work, by hurdles, making strong character, making competence, making confidence, making contribution to the society, making controlling power. All the hurdles will be controlled. Then and then will be native will be success in the journey. Now in 12th house, Saturn is coming. First, second, third. It will make challenge on the second house of finance. It is challenge on the wealth, family happiness, food habit. All challenges coming. Now native have to change his food habits. Native have to change his speech, how it will attack the people. So that will be there. No hard work, hard talk will be taken into account. Native confidence will be increased. Native controlling power, native communication power will be increased. Then only when native would success after so many years or so many days, so much laborious work. After that, native get his result, that financial stability. So here, from 12th house, native challenge the financial stability on the second house. So that can be recovered by the hard work, dedication, discipline, resilience, responsibility bearing ability. Coming to the chart of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the great scientist of India and abroad, and ex-president of India. Date of birth 15th October 1931, time of birth 1:15, Rameshwaram, place of birth. Ascendant is Cancer, Kark Lagna, and zodiac sign is Scorpio, district RISHI, Kark Lagna. Great chart of Abdul Kalam. We are here generally interested about the placement of Saturn and third house from Saturn. Here in this chart, Jupiter is present in the Lagna, very exalted, and giving the fifth aspect on the fifth house of talent, seventh aspect on the pupil, and ninth aspect on his future, fortune. What happens here in the sixth house, Saturn is posited in Upchaya Bhav. It is very good. But what happens? Here the Saturn gives third aspect on the eighth house. So Saturn from sixth house makes challenge on the eighth house. Eighth house is transformation from poverty to richness, to rock to heaven. The APJ Abdul Kalam in the first life is very, very poor. He coming from very poor families. So much struggle is there in his life, stepwise. So this is owing to the Saturn placement in sixth house, and the transformation house is eighth house. So his transformation from poverty to the healthy one is very difficult in his journey. Though Jupiter is present in the Lagna, very strong. Now other planets also helping here with. Sun, Mercury in the third house, aspecting the ninth house, and Venus, Mars in the Libra sign, they are also helping in the chart. But main problem is there, Saturn gives the challenge on the eighth house for transformation. Transformation for what? From poverty to richness. That takes too long times for him. He is coming from very, very poor family. APJ Abdul Kalam. To the chart of Amitabh Bachchan, the great celebrity actor of Bollywood and world famous actor and media person also. Date of birth 11th October 1942. Time of birth 16. Place of birth Allahabad. Ascendant is Aquarius, Kumbha Lagna, Aquarius, and zodiac sign is Libra, Tula Rashi, Kumbha Lagna. Great chart of Amitabh Bachchan. We are here interested with the Saturn placement and challenge of Saturn. Saturn here is placed in the fourth house. So third house challenge is coming on the sixth house. Sixth house is very hard house. Litigation, competition, competitiveness. Here is rogue, green, repo, disease, loan, enemy, all are there. But what happens in this chart? In the sixth house, Jupiter is posited and exalted. Jupiter is the lords of house of finance, second house, Dhanesh, and 11th house, Kormesh. 11th house, it is the Labhesh. So Labhesh and Dhanesh, both the Jupiter is here in the sixth house. So by the wealth and prosperity, Amitabh Bachchan overcome all hurdles here. Here hurdles is competitiveness. He is coming to the film line. So much actor of a celebrity actor is there, but step by step, day by day, he acquire his position by strong struggle within. So the hardship, the dedications, the responsibility bearing ability, resilience, that means competency of the Amitabh Bachchan get him to overcome the obstacle given by Saturn, the challenge. So challenge he accept and take the hard work, discipline, laborious, resilience, all are there. And after all, he succeeded. Now in this chart, what happens? If Rahu is positive in the seventh house, relationship with the family and father-in-law will be very good. But if this Rahu is negative, that may not be. So Rahu is another factor in the charts. And all the planets in the 8th house aspecting the 2nd house, Prabhajya Yog, that is also helpful in this chart. So this is the challenge. Second, this is the Taurus sign. Saturn is posited in the 4th house and giving the challenge on the 6th house. The challenge to be already accepted by the great celebrity actor Amitabh Bachchan and overcome all the hurdles and ultimately get the prosperity, the rewards, the honor for his life. Now coming to the chart of Shah Rukh Khan, the great celebrity actor of Bollywood. Date of birth 2nd 11 1965. Time of birth 2:30. And place of birth Delhi. Is Leo ascendant, Singha Lagna, and zodiac sign is Capricorn, Makar Rashi, Singha Lagna, great chart of Shahrukh Khan. What we are today's topics is Saturn. In this chart, Saturn is posited in 7th house in his own Mul Trikona, Aquarius sign. Saturn is very strong, giving the challenge on the 3rd, that means on the 9th house of fortune. Shahrukh Khan from very low income family coming to the highest income family. Thus transformation is there. So 9th house, the fortune, Saturn gives so much obstacle. Not only day he becomes a superstar. He first of all just makes so much small role or skill he acquired day by day, and then he become a superstar. There's a long journey to become a superstar. So Shahrukh Khan from this transformation, that means the fortune, here Saturn gives the main obstacle. By his hard working, dedication, Sun is placed in the 3rd house, so he is too much hard worker, too much courage is there. Jupiter Venus conjunction is there, Jupiter in 11th house and Venus in the 5th house. Jupiter Venus direct conjunction is there at 180 degree. Give him all prosperity in the later part of the life. Rahu also very strong in Taurus sign, so Rahu support is also there. So in this way, the challenge of Saturn on the 3rd house, Shahrukh Khan overcome.